Hello, everyone. Bueno. Is this better? How many founders do we have in the audience? How many friends? Oh, I love that. Well, I have a rule with friends and founders to always keep it real. I think the only way that these type of events can be helpful is if we come prepared to be absolutely honest. That's how we can share information that actually helps us all move forward. So if you all don't mind, I'll just share a little bit about my journey and how I got here today. Cool? So my name is Devonte. I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio. And I've been living in Berlin for the past 2 years. But I want to take you back to 5 years before that, when I was living in Valencia, Spain. It was pretty much coming into the pandemic, and I had actually just sold my first company, a technological solution called Aspirio Technologies, which helped brands solve the problem of getting customized music for retail space. And selling a company sounds great. It was a blast. I said, wow, it was my first time making a company, and I essentially had a lot of time then on my hands to do my next adventure. But life had its own plans, and I actually had become very sick. It was a situation where essentially all that money that I had made, that money ran out. Downsized, and I downsized. But what I had, gave up my apartment. And there came a point when, after paying my medical bills, I didn't have anything left. And you all might be thinking to yourself, damn, this shit's heavy. Why is he going this deep? It's going somewhere. Bear with me. So what ends up happening is I essentially ended up homeless. I found myself sleeping on trains at nighttime, going throughout the city. And then I had this realization, staying right here, was in my pocket, and the entire time was extracting value from me. It was the wildest thing ever. A device in my pocket was helping companies make money. I'm not sure if you all are aware of this, but if you have apps that are open in your phone, as they run in the background, there's data being harvested. Every digital ad that you walk by, every store location you go to, these companies participate in the type of advertising that gets them paid for getting access to that. And I had an idea. If all of these places that I went to when I did have money would give me free shit. And actually, I tested it out first. I just went by, I was like, I've been a long time customer here because I get a free coffee. Of course, dude, get out of here. So hard times don't last forever, right? But that moment was a realization for me that there was something fundamentally broken about the economic model that exists within advertising. It was a wake-up call and also an aha moment for me where I said, wait a minute, what if I could actually create a solution that could get people paid for just walking around the city? Long story short, I launched the company, and at this time I was living in Valencia, Spain. I launched the company and made an MVP of it. And what I found out was that, number one, there are advertisers, businesses that want to do the ethical thing. They don't like this creepy, unspoken of world where people are essentially just giving access to their shit, their data, and getting nothing for it. And that people are actually willing to share data if they know what they're giving, why, and what they get out of it. So with that being said, that brings us full circle to 5 years later. Here I am in Berlin, Germany. We have launched a company that has actually been active for 4 years. Number one, I am healthier now. I'm better. I'm good. But on that, we have created a model that has enabled brands to incentivize people for coming out to events and for doing city exploration. So I actually have a gift for every one of you here today from one of our brand partners. If you're fine with me just taking 2 minutes to show you how our app works. Anyone in here want a free gift? All right, cool. So she's gonna go ahead and swipe the screen. Not Spotify, that would be great. No, so this here is the return screen for what's called an Explorer. That would be one of you all or me. And essentially it shows you cool events that are happening in the city where if you go, you not only get free gifts, but you also earn money from advertisers. It goes right to your wall. So I'm going to just quickly show you here. I'm going to do the express version. Click on this. And then what happens is once you show up to the event, you get prompted to open up your camera, and we use something called augmented reality to let you interact with the gift that you get from brands. So all of the spaces, you can see a real map of where your treasure can be found. You open your camera, boom, checkpoint 1. Wow, you just earned some coin. Amazing. Checkpoint 2, you see your next checkpoint. You scan 2, and then finally, checkpoint 3, you have unlocked all of your rewards. So then you get to see what is the gift. We have a gift, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, you get to see your gift that's opened. It's organic skincare for men and women. You get to find out where to find it. Afterwards, you can just come right back there to their room and get your free gift, and boom. But what I want to really walk you all through is not only at the events can you tap directly into the products, but this is all built up GDPR compliant from the ground up. And you get to see exactly how much money you are earning from brands for sharing your data. So imagine this. This resonates with me. You go to Kabusi tour, Cardi, and there are lots of like homeless people laying around. They probably can't afford a meal. Imagine just for walking around Cardi, they could earn enough money to walk into Etika and get a salad. That would be crazy, right? So that's essentially our vision. I appreciate you all listening, but you wanted context on who I am and why I'm actually doing what I'm doing. So that's the whole kind of hero's journey, where our whole mission is to create a new economic model so that people can actually have sovereignty over their data, and we can have a new way for us to actually earn and be rewarded for data that's being shared as we move throughout cities. So that's that. Thank you.